Hey everybody, my name is Norelle. I'm a singer-songwriter originally from Cleveland, Ohio, but now residing in Los Angeles, California. And the song I'm here to discuss is Back Into You. Okay, so about the song. So I was in Dallas, Texas, recording with Mr. Dimension and C. Mays, amazing producer and songwriters in Dallas, Texas. Hey guys. And we've been working on music for a couple years now. So I flew into Dallas to continue on with the process. And we were actually working on completely different music other than Back Into You. And I don't know if Victoria Monet had just released Moment or if it had been out for a while. I don't remember, but I found it and I heard it and I was just like, this song it was just something about the songwriting, the simplicity in it, the production, everything about it was it was something about it that drew me into that song. And I loved it so much and I was so inspired and I was like, I want to create a song, that gives me the same feeling as this. And so I had some strings that were already composed to a completely different song, but I kind of already, decided that I wasn't going to use that song, but I loved the strings so much and I didn't want to waste them. So when I got to the studio, I was like, listen to this song. So I played the song, I played Moment, and we were just kind of like vibing out. And I was like, I got an idea. So I was like, let's take these strings from this song and kind of like retune them. Like, let's tune it down and make it a little more moody, a little more sexy. And then let's just kind of build on that. So we cut up the strings and kind of found the special moments, in the composition. And, we sliced it up and kind of put it together. And that was kind of like the foundation of Back Into You. So Back Into You was produced by Mr. Dimension, Tyrese Rove Jr., who composed the strings for me from the other song that I decided, that I wasn't going to use anymore, and myself. We took the strings that Tyrese composed, and I kind of had, the idea of how I wanted them to sound. So I, contributed to the production that way. So after that, Mr. Dimension, he laid down the drums, and then the other ambient sounds, some auxiliary sounds, that you hear in the track now, and that was the foundation. And I just started writing to it. My writing process is I love to lay down the melody first. Sometimes words will just kind of naturally come out when I'm laying down the melody. With this particular song, the hook came to me first. And when I heard it, when I said, tease me, when you tease me, would you promise to whisper and sweet, nothing's in my ear? And so it just came to me like that. And that's really how all of my songs come about. I lay down the melody and words will just kind of like, come out on their own. And those words in particular, were very reminiscent of a real life situation for me. And I was just like, okay, I'll write about this. It just kind of made it easy because I was pulling from a real life, experience, and whatever thoughts I couldn't complete, or whatever thoughts, weren't coming out as clearly as they could. That's where C. Mays kind of stepped in and helped me fill in the gaps. But that's really how the song came about. And speaking of the hook, I think that actually might be my favorite lyric. Like, when you tease me with your promises, like teasing me with your promises, that was pretty good. I think that's my favorite lyric for sure. Okay, so I totally cannot forget about this part. So after we got finished laying down the foundation of the production and I laid down the melody, and C. Mays and I got finished writing the song, I was like, I really, really, really need live bass on this track. Like, live instrumentation just makes music sound more organic and authentic, and it just gives it this texture that, the synthetic sounds just can't, give. So I was like, there's only one person I want to do this, and that is Adam Blackstone. So I called him and I was just like, I have this song that I really need live bass on. Do you think you'll be able to do it? And he was like, of course, like, whatever you need, I got you. So I sent him the track, he loved it, and he laid down the bass line. So that infectious bass line that we all love, boom, boom, That is by none other than the legend himself, Mr. Adam Blackstone. So thank you, Adam, for doing that for me. It just really took the song up to a whole nother level, and I genuinely appreciate it so much. So thank you. So what's next for me is my EP. I will be dropping my EP sooner than later, and I hope everybody is, still checking for my music and wanting to hear and listen to it. It really is very, very special to me. I spent a lot of time on it, and I hope that it reaches as many people as it can. And so my EP will be coming out soon. And in the meantime, you can just stay tuned to all my social media at Norelle I am. That's NORELLEIAM. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. I'm on all of the streaming sites: Apple Music, Tidal, Spotify, Norelle, NORELLE. And just stay tuned, stay tapped in, stay connected. I want to continue building with you guys, and I want you guys to really be a part of my journey. I try to show as much as I can to the process, especially being an independent artist. It's really important for me to kind of show, the behind the scenes of these things. I think it's really important because there's more independent artists than there are signed artists. I think, and showing, what it takes and how much hard work really goes into it, I think should be shown and celebrated, and I hope more of my peers really allow people into that space to see, the creative process, to see how we create content, to see, some struggles that we go through, so I just want to connect to people that are interested in me as an artist, interested in my music, and interested in what I'm doing. So just stay connected and be checking for the EP soon.